What's up, everybody? My name is Nate. Welcome to the channel. I was a bit AWOL for a little while. I'm taking a small break from just posting consistent content. I'm coming up on my 2 years of actually doing fragrance content in August. August 1st is my 2-year anniversary of just taking it easy for the past few weeks, months now, because I did burn out, and I want to talk about that a little bit here. I was posting consistent content, everyday content, and I was also working at my day job. I was working like 70-hour weeks. It all came to a conclusion when I got sick. I just got like the 2020 virus, you know. I don't know if I can say it here on YouTube without being demonetized or whatever, you know, community, I don't know. Anyway, I got sick and it took me out of the race for like a week, and I just struggled to get back into anything. Work kind of just like my mindset towards work just fell apart, and my mindset towards Paragon just fell apart, and everything in my life I just didn't have a good feeling about anything. So I just kind of laid low for a little while, and then I have like a fractured spine. You know, apparently the doctor told me that's probably why I've been experiencing so much back pain. You know, I'm finally at the point where I can say that I am just taking a break. I need a good solid break from just putting out fragrance content. I was kind of trying to compete with all these other guys who have a lot more resources than I do. There's a lot of other fragrance reviewers that I look up to that, you know, I wanted to kind of replicate, like TLTG Reviews, Chaos Fragrance, Jensen's, Aromatics, just a bunch of different guys that, you know, post consistent content every day. And, you know, I thought I need to get into that rhythm of just posting every day. And right now I don't have the resources to actually do that. The resources that you need financially are tremendous in order to buy fragrances. And these guys are making tens of thousands of dollars a month just to keep this going. So it's like they have plenty of resources to make that happen. Right now, I'm not making any money off the YouTube channel. I'm actually going into severe debt trying to keep the channel alive. Last year, I made about $8 grand from the YouTube channel, including sponsorships. And I spent right around 12 grand. So I am going into debt trying to keep this channel afloat, and it just doesn't make sense anymore. I love doing it, and that's why I want to kind of transition in the content a little bit to more. I want to buy 3 or 4 fragrances and do really high-end reviews on those. I'm talking about more production value for the content, a lot more B-roll, maybe some voiceover stuff. I'm most likely going to keep doing top 10 videos just because that's what the algorithm really wants. But I'm gonna focus more on the production quality and the production value rather than putting out a ton of fragrance content. It's burning me out at this point, and I don't have the resources or the bandwidth to support that currently. Now, if I had the resources like some of these other fragrance content creators, it would be a lot easier. They have editors, they have graphic designers, they have people helping them run the show. Just currently, it doesn't make sense for me to do that. But currently, I'm gonna kind of tone back on the uploads and upload a little bit more quality content and not necessarily quantity, just to counteract the burnout. The one issue that I found making fragrance content is the amount of fragrances that you get in and the amount of information that you have to consistently put out. And that's the one thing that really bugs me nowadays, especially with other fragrance reviewers, is that there's no fucking way that can actually spend time with the fragrance, evaluate it in the time frame that a lot of these guys are putting out. Unless maybe I'm missing something, unless I'm doing something wrong. But if you want to be genuine and honest, I don't know how the fuck a lot of these guys are making fragrance content every day and testing and evaluating. It's like it doesn't, with the amount of fragrances that you get in to make daily fragrance content, I think it's just, I'm very, very, very skeptical. That being said, you know, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to call anybody out. This is not the reason for the video. This is just a video, me explaining that I'm going to be taking a different approach with my YouTube channel. I'm not going to be making like insane amount of videos every day. You know, I'm going to try to aim for 2 or 3 videos a week, but high quality videos, well-produced videos, and very analytical, you know, good looking videos. Because currently I'm not making any money from the YouTube channel, and I want to do it kind of my own way and not necessarily just what everybody else is doing, because I'm not making anything. This is strictly a passion thing. Doesn't make any sense to just ruin your passion for it. And that's kind of what happened to me. I ordered it was like 2 hauls of fragrances, and then I got like 15 or 20 fragrances sent to me from a bunch of different brands. And I had like 40 fragrances to talk about on the channel. And as soon as I burned out, I just didn't care about them anymore. This one in particular stands out. This has been sitting on my shelf for the last 2 months, and I have not opened it and not sprayed it. Well, I did open it, I just didn't spray it. So I'm gonna give you my first impressions of Prada Luna Rossa Le Parfum here. Just a quick spray on. It's interesting wood kind of thing going on in here. Thing jumping off here, Norlimbabol. This is jumping off. I don't know if you can see that, but this is what's jumping off. I have a hard time pronouncing these chemical-y names. This is norlimbanol, but there's a significant amount of this in there, and this is a very nice amber-heavy, amber wood kind of smell. There's a woodiness that is not, it's coming across like kind of rubber oud kind of style with that kind of saffron sweetness, that ethyl maltol saffron kind of sweetness thing. Definitely not my favorite. Definitely interesting, weird concoction, I feel. I feel like there's a lot of the new Y elixir that's sprinkled in here. Definitely not my favorite. I feel like the black version is a lot better than this, and I don't know why they named it Ocean Le Parfum. They should have named it something else. Anyway, not a big fan of it right now. I'll probably give it some more wear eventually later on down the road. It's just, there's so many fragrances that I've accumulated over the years, and it's really hard to get around to all of these. Even when you like something, I bought a few other ones that I really like, and I haven't worn them since I sprayed them on my hand to make a video about them. So it's a bit challenging in that regard, and it makes you lose your passion for the fragrances when you can't wear what you want to wear, because like, why are we doing this? Anyway, really good. It's just kind of weird for me right now. I'll give it a wear later on down the road. I would say that it's like a 5 out of 10. I think that's a good rating for it. I wanted to touch a little bit on Atanci here. This is my brand. I am a perfumer. I do perfumery on the side, and it's kind of a hobby that has turned into a real passion of mine. So I'm doing perfumery. So I have 3 scents coming out. I have Maelstrom, Frostfire, and The Wandering Heart. The Wandering Heart is kind of a clean vetiver, kind of floral fragrance, and then it's got a lot of Lily of the Valley and that kind of thing, vetiver, based around vetiver. And then I have Frostfire, which is kind of a woody, aromatic, ozonic kind of thing. It's got some fruitiness, but it's like a sweet bubblegum, kind of Invictus style in the top, and then it dries down into a nice woody tone. And then Maelstrom is kind of I took the kind of peppery nuances and the amberwood character of Sauvage. I added a lot more like fruitiness. I came up with this nice peach accord, this peach apricot kind of accord, really nice. It's kind of like a clean, soapy, fruity kind of smell. And I added that into it. It runs like a clean musk, like Habanolite and Galaxolite are the main 2 musks in there. They're dosed quite high. So, but those are 3 of the fragrances, excuse me, that I kind of concocted together, and I'm really enjoying them. I wore Maelstrom all last week. That's the only fragrance I wore last week was just Maelstrom. And then the week before that, I just wore Frostfire. But I'm really excited about it. Go check out the website if you want. I updated the website so you can check out all the notes and all the different things. I'm hoping to launch by August 1st. So I'll make a video updating you guys, when it comes out and that kind of thing. So, but almost there. I just need to I'm concocting it tonight. I'm putting together all the formulas tonight. Gonna let them macerate, and yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for watching the channel, guys. Sorry I went kind of AWOL. I just burned out, and I would say to you, if you're struggling with keeping everything afloat, prioritize yourself. You will burn out. Burnout sucks because you just lose all your passion for everything, and you have no reason to do anything. So prioritize yourself, slow down a little bit, take a step back. Even if you lose numbers it's totally fine. You know, you can regain them later on down the road. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.